our signature event, we may say. It's our signature event. And it was initiated in 2004. That was 10 years ago, 11 now, coming to 11. In honor of the founder of Ensearch, IR, also an engineer, me, Kumar Siva, or Kumar, we used to call him, as he's affectionately known by some of his friends, and also staff of his staff. And he passed away in the year 2003 on the 8th of May 2003. Now, when the AGM, Ensearch AGM, decided to make this event in honor of our founder in 2004. The first, interestingly enough, the first speaker was Dato' IR Abu Bakar Jaafar on the title Corporate Environmentalism. I think Dato' AVJ is here. Must be recognized, Dato'. At that time, Dato' was also a founder member. He was the DG of the Department of Environment, like the first DG of the department. Right? And, no, wrong, eh? No, okay. Apologies. You were the distinguished DG lah. And of course, he was also the inaugural secretary of the organization. In those days, the organization was so high profile. The DG of the automatically became the secretary for Ensearch. Oh, the DG. I think, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think Peter was also Ensearch for the last 30 years, Peter Ho, past President Peter Ho, you like to be recognized? Okay. Please correct me as I go if I'm wrong, because I only had to dig up from the website whatever I could. Give me a few guys here and there, but I think after this we have to establish some nice chronicles in our website for future generations. Young Ensearch members like me. Yeah. So, aging. So Dato' Bakar was the secretary, and of course the president was the founder himself, Omar Asghar. Let me share with you, he actually led the organization for the next almost 15 over years. I'm sorry, I asked these two guys, when did the late Kumar Asghar actually pass the baton? And when he was not active anymore, but nobody could give an executive. I think they also aging that. Can you help me on what you were telling me? I think he was a lifetime president. Yeah, okay. So with that memorial lecture and Young Environmentalist program in action, let me share with you, which we'll also see on the slide. We've had 10 guest speakers. Are we going to show the slide or we can show it later? Okay, we'll show it later then. Find the slide. No. Ben, are you there? Okay, I'll just mention names. You'll see the nice photos later. We've got the first guest speaker after Dato' Bakar was Dr. George Winter, who's an outstanding German environmentalist, also a national award winner back in Germany. We were lucky to have him. We had Dato' IR Lee Hee Chong, academician Lee Hee Chong, also very active in numerous organizations in Asia Pacific and the world. I won't go too long, better this. We had engineer Rocky Wong, another engineer like me. We had Mr. Doug Smith from Australia. And then we had Dr. Bindu, who's the current Vice President of Asian Development Bank. We also had the Dato' Professor IR again, Dr. Zaini Ujang. That time he was the Chancellor of UTM, of course now KSU, Ketua Kelsa, Ministry of Education. We also had Dr. Rajmah Hussain, another outstanding educationist and also ambassador to the United States. We had last year Dr. Salma Zakaria, former director of NARIN, currently with the UN in Bangkok. And of course today we have our distinguished Yang Bahagia Tan Sri Musa bin Tan Sri Hassan. Yeah. We'll share with you on the subject of environmental crime. retired IGP. I got here 13 September 2010. Who left the service, last week. But interestingly, I must admit, I pun tak follow banyak sangat IGP background. I Google for answer, I must get to know at least my guest speaker. And the best part was that when I found out that Datuk Jalaluddin Hassan was your brother.
Was.
And then Datuk Fuad Hassan also another brother. I said, wah, ini kalau pun brother, all the politician, we've got policemen, then we've got actor, famous actor. So I thought it was a very wonderful family. That's been very wonderful family, exemplary family. Yeah. So having said briefly about how the memorial lecture and the environmental award came about, I must also share with you fond memories of the founder of the association, Kumar Asibam, because this is what we are here today. We are here today in honor of his dedication. So I've got here that I must share with you, Kumar Asibam, or the late Kumar Asibam, was born in 1932 in Klang. Maybe I can share with you, we've got the doctor, Sharon, and together with the husband here with us. Would you like to be recognized? Yeah, there. So they just verified to me, they shared me one interesting anecdote of their late father. When he went to university in Adelaide, they told me in those days he had to catch a ship, kapal. And Kumar Asibam also frugal, also, he even brought his bicycle with him on the ship to Australia, to Adelaide. This was told by the doctor. So that's how, I must say, frugal, is that right word? Frugal, how careful he is about expenses, I guess. Okay. Now, coming back from Adelaide in 1965, at the age of 35, he set up his own consultant engineering firm in Jalan MB. Saidin is here, the director of KTA, as a very strong supporter of our program here. In fact, today he contributed a large fund for the event. And I should know the story of KTA because I joined the KTA in 1981. I was there for 1.5 years. So when I was there, Kumar Asibam used to tell us, he was, referring to himself, the late Kumar Asibam, he said, I'm the first truly real Malaysian consultant engineer in Malaysia. Because before that it was Mak Saleh, since incident and stuff. He was the real genuine one. And he used to share me one nice project that he did, very noteworthy project. I just shared with Saidin. He said KTA is also 50 years this year. We're going to have a grand celebration. And he was telling us how he innovated cantilevered roof, the Caltex, now they're demolished in front of Concord. I think I have to speed up now because I'm only doing the opening speech. I see tons of the memo. Anyway, Kumar Asibam started KTA. It was Kumar Asibam and Lim, Kumar Asibam and Tan, and then Kumar Asibam, Tan and Arifin. I joined in 81 and then a year and a half ago, and later became the biggest consultant firm, one of the biggest consultants in Malaysia. By 1984, after so many years as an engineer, he recognized the importance of environmental management and issues in Malaysia, and he actually started formation of Ensearch out of the love for environment. In fact, in those days, you will say that Ensearch is the only Malaysian originated organization. I may say that, correct? Right, yeah. First Malaysian, only Malaysian environmental organization. Now, our late Kumar Asibam also started the Prime Minister's Hibiscus Award. Tan Sri Bakri, the current chairman of the Prime Minister's Hibiscus Award. Chairman, Tan Sri? Chairman. At that time, it was called the Better Environmental Award. At that time. Subsequently, along the way, I think soon Dr. Mahathir changed it to the Prime Minister's Hibiscus Award to give it more credence. And it's the premier private sector environmental award for the business and industry. Very prestigious. Past winners have been, big corporate companies, Shell, Petronas, subsidiaries, Motorola, and other government companies. And it's a biannual event. So he started it in 1996. So that's one of his legacies. Now, later on at 1997, he's 65 years old. I'm 60 now. And he was awarded the Langkawi Award, Malaysia's highest national award to a leading citizen in the field of environment, in recognition of his contributions. Now, what did he contribute? His contributions, apart from what we know now, I must share with you that from my investigation in the NST on 21st 97, it was reported that he had spent up to 1 million ringgit out of his personal funds, 1 million ringgit, in promoting and getting Ensearch off the ground and into what it became, Ensearch. What it became. And he also mentioned in his interview there, that he quoted, that he said that this formation of Ensearch and sister company CTEC that he formed at that time, two companies that he formed for the environment issues in Malaysia. He said it was his greatest life's achievement. Sharon, you agree? I guess so. It was his greatest life achievement. And satisfaction in life, he said. This is I quoted from the newspaper report. 4 years later, Hong Kong, Fu Ying Tung, Stephen Fu, from Hong Kong, I think a big philanthropic organization, also awarded him award, Ying Tung Award, with some grant, with some small money, which he also gave to environment. He didn't give to his family. Really nice. He got the award and he actually contributed that towards the organization. And so 2001 and in the 2003, 8th of May, he left us. And of course, he left his legacy with us, the current council members of Ensearch. We are very heavy responsibility on our shoulders to carry on his legacy. And although I may say that it's 30 years old last year, it's getting more and more challenging now for NGOs in the environmental area, because there's so many environmental NGOs now. But for us, Ensearch, we have good working relationships with various organizations, Kementerian Tenaga, or rather now Kementerian Teknologi, Tenaga Hijau dan Air kita, with the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, and the DOP, also KPKT, bukan KPKT sekarang, Kementerian Kesejahteraan Bandar, Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan Malaysia, plus we also work very well with corporate bodies, Shell and Petronas, and of course our fellow organizations from MMM and MICCI and another organization I can't recall country mark for the FDMHA. And from our corporate members too, they do support us in our events and do sustain that. Assist us to keep this wonderful organization left behind for us to keep on doing what we should do for the environment. Now, having said that, I must also share with you the Young Environmentalist Award, which also given in conjunction with the memorial lecture like today. We have given 10 young people below the age of 35, to spend a week or 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks, with environmentally related organization overseas. When we started, we sent one intern to Suwon, South Korea, Anju University, Suwon. Then we sent another one to Hamburg in Germany, Sydney, Australia, Bangkok, Thailand, one to New Delhi in India, to our nearest neighbor, Singapore Environmental Council. We had one intern there, We had Sri Lankan International Water Management Institute. We had one sent to the Southern District Waste Management Plant in Taiwan. And last year we sent one to the Clean Technology Consortium in Hong Kong. I think with that introduction on the event, I must thank you all for coming to this event. I hope you keep on the support for Ensearch. We are open for all members, individuals and corporate. Look at our website. Easy to join in. And of course, this series of lectures, I must mention, would not have been possible. In fact, I was also told when the initial Kkef fund was funded or started up, the bulk of the support came from the family itself. And KTA is on a company which Umar founded, and his friends and colleagues who kindly initiated the fund. And of course, it's our trust fund and it's ongoing. When I look at the figures recently, there's enough funds to keep us going for the next at least 10 years. So, inshallah. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I must also thank, as usual, I must also thank the organizing committee headed by the capable V. Gobinathan, Ensearch Secretariat, and also the internship selection committee spending so many hours vetting through the suitable candidate for this year. The candidate will be announced later. And finally, of course, Tan Sri Musa for spending time to deliver your speech. With that, enjoy the talk.